Our topic is homunculus.
First, we will explain the homunculus to a 5-year-old. You have something called a brain inside your head. The brain tells you many things about yourself, like what part of your body you need to move or if someone pokes you. The little voice inside your head is also in your brain. The brain also has something called a homunculus, which is like a map, but of your body. This map shows which parts of your body can feel things and move the most.
Next, we will explain the homunculus to a 13-year-old. Here's a diagram of the different parts of the brain. Different parts of your brain have specific functions for your body. Some parts of the brain include the frontal lobe, temporal lobe, parietal lobe, and occipital lobe. The motor cortex and somatosensory cortex are the key parts of the brain for today's topic on homunculus. The homunculus maps out the body the same way your body is organized anatomically, and it encompasses the different proportions of the body's senses. There are two types of homunculus, the motor homunculus and the somatosensory homunculus. The parts of your body that are more complex are represented more in the homunculus with respect to sensing and moving. The brain feels different parts of the body more than the other parts because fingertips, for example, need to feel everything compared to a part of your back or leg that doesn't need to be as sensitive. Even though your fingers are very small, a bigger part of your brain is used to feel what's on your fingers compared to the part of your brain that is used to feel something on your back or leg. This is why the hands and lips are represented much larger than the other parts of the body on the homunculus.
Next, we'll explain the homunculus to a college student. Your brain includes a motor cortex and a somatosensory cortex. The premotor area of the frontal lobes signal the primary motor cortex and the precentral gyrus. Its nerve impulses control movement and muscular activity. The motor homunculus represents which parts of the body take up more surface of the motor cortex in the brain. These enlarged portions are starred in the following diagram, including fingers, thumb, and face. The homunculus is generally organized according to the body's organization of how body parts are linked to one another. It is organized in a bottom-to-top fashion where the toes are at the top of the cortex. As you move down the cortex, the homunculus maps for higher parts of the body. The thalamus signals the primary sensory cortex and the postcentral gyrus, which then signals the brainstem and spinal cord. Its nerve impulses control sensory activity. The sensory homunculus, like the motor homunculus, represents which parts of the body take up more surface of the sensory cortex in the brain. These enlarged portions are starred in the following diagram, some of which include the face, lips, and genitals. The surface areas of cortex for each body part are not based on the size of the body part, rather they are based on the complexity of connections for each region. This is why the hands and face are larger for both the sensory and motor homunculus.